In Chapel Hill, they love to say if the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Tar Heels will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes with the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Yellow Jackets offense takes the field for the first time today. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on.
2 yards too much.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off play action. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Wide receiver shows motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. First down sack, pushes it back. Now it's second down. Looking to throw on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. He's looking to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. Off the play fake. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, UNC! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Collins. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Got his man on the outside. And the ball's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The wheel.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win.
Oh, look out! And he picks up the first down, and he does it. I'm not going to say spin move. That was a pirouette. It was elegant. It was beautiful. And the Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Trying to get to him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He's looking to throw. He got it. And he will score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
And this connection is on fire to start the season. Not 1, not 2, 3 games in a row he's got a receiving touchdown. They continue to find the playmaker, and I don't think it's going to end after game 3.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. A quick pass to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Wide open downfield. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. And the Yellow Jackets in the hurry up.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys have been looking at the quarterback. They're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those 1st downs, get those big chunks.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
What was that?
The Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep. But the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. A new set of downs after the completion. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. Man, that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The sure hands, it's Boone. Kangaroos his way. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Yates.
Yeah.
And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. And the Yellow Jackets moving quickly to the line. The aerial assault continues. And
You
this
big
sophomore's going to learn you
goobers.
can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. The back goes in motion. They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession. And the returner goes down. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Going up top on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's loose. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They dialed up the perfect call. Splendid execution. Now they've got it. Threatening 1st and 10 from the 27. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, UNC!
Yeah, and coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Snags it quickly on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. 2nd down coming up. The give to the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes You're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. New set of downs after that completion. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. The Tar Heels will snap it on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. He wants to throw. It's caught downfield. Got a lot of running room. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half.
What
I'm going to get
freak
more. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Got his man down the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
He's got his man. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This guy's gotten off to a good statistical start, guys. With that last completion, he's already now over 1,000 passing yards on the season, and man, you know he's looking for more.
And he's he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Good play.
Wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. They're bringing heat. Out of the backfield, he's open.
Nice completion, nice short gain. Now it sets up 3rd down. And wait a minute, 3rd down now becomes, we're going to go for it on 4th down anyway, so it really doesn't matter that much. Great job getting a little chunk. Now we get to go have some fun.
Fires on the move. Finds a man by himself. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, North Carolina. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. On the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen.
The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Can they catch him?
No.
Oh, and he's out of bounds at the 1, right on the doorstep after an electric return. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Touchdown, UNC! And the route is on. He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. The hand to the running back. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Caught in the backfield. It's Collins. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Feeling some heat. Going to try to get it himself. Got room at the 35. Picks up the 1st down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Wideouts all wadded up in a bunch. Power football with the run. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They'll try to pop the draw. Still running at the 40. The expressway is wide open. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll go to the ground. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to ride this running back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Here on 3rd down, will they go back to the running game? Wide out in motion. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires complete on the crosser. Really confident. And they have a first down.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Going with the ground game left. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And man coverage, when they get up in your face and they make things hard, you want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection, nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. He'll pull it down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And the punishment has been extended.
Great decision by the quarterback, and there's a danger on defense. When you play man coverage against this guy, and you've got DBs and their backs are turned to the QB, if you're not careful, they'll just tuck it and run and take off. And by the time all those DBs and defenders had turned around, it was way too late. He was gone.
And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Off play action on first down. Keeps the legs moving.
Wow.
He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. Let's see what they've got on second down. They'll run it from the gun. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense may be time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And it's picked off for the third time today. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter.
Right place, right time. Linebackers are usually big physical guys you see play the run a lot. Hard to get 2 interceptions in a game. Special player making special plays.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. After the misfire now on second down. He's looking to throw. Coming after him. Catch in the middle. It's Boone. They get him down after he makes the catch.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Yeah, and third and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass. The defense did a really good job playing the pass, and fourth down now, it's decision time for you.
Check out.
That is just gorgeous. Knocks it out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Yellow Jackets will punt it away on fourth down. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. Makes the catch at the 45. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yard. Sets up this offense nicely. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Steps away. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Man, these plays are just so demoralizing for defenses. You did a good job. You got him in a third and predictable situation. What does he do? Finds a way out of it, makes a big play. Now he's set up first and goal. Forget that play. Now let's hold him to a field goal.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And stomping has commenced. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And right down the middle. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
On second down, looking again to throw. This time he's got it. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Caught on the outside. It's Collins. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. Running to the left. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. And the Tar Heels are in the red zone. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Russell to the ground after picking up the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Georgia Tech, 14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening.